Hello everyone, this is Easy Natural English with Liam, and this is another English listening episode where I will be talking to you in natural English that's a bit easier than movies and TV shows, but hopefully not as boring as CDs or other materials that you get with textbooks. So today I want to talk a bit about housework. I talked about housework in the podcast a long time ago, but it's a topic that you need to talk a lot about in everyday conversation. So if you want to be able to speak English, then it's important to be able to talk about housework. So today I'm going to talk a bit more about housework. And the reason I'm making this episode is because I should be doing housework now. I need to do the housework, but perhaps this is a kind of procrastination. So procrastinate is when you should be doing one thing, but you don't. And sometimes when we procrastinate, we find something else to do so we can avoid doing the thing that we don't want to do. But yes, I will do the housework after this. So today I need to clean the floors. Because if you're a regular listener or a regular viewer, you will know that we have two cats in our house called Spaghetti and Meatball. And Spaghetti and Meatball, they make a lot of mess on the floor. You know, cats shed their fur. So shed their fur means their hair comes off. You know, especially when it gets warm, they lose lots of hair. But even normally, it's not that warm now. They're still always shedding their fur. So they leave lots of hair around the house, lots of fur around the house. So fur is usually the word for hair when we talk about animals. So yeah, they're leaving their fur all around the house. And sometimes their food, you know, we put their food on a plate, but lots of it falls off the plate. Or for some reason they pick it up and they move it to the floor and then they eat it on the floor. Yeah, they have very strange eating habits. And also they're always sort of playing with things and knocking things over. So the floor gets dirty very quickly. And usually I need to clean the floor. You know, I need to get the vacuum cleaner. In the UK, lots of people call a vacuum cleaner a Hoover. So Americans will only use the word vacuum cleaner, but in the UK a lot of people say Hoover. So as I am British, I often use the word Hoover. So today I need to Hoover the house, and I need to Hoover maybe about once a week or something, maybe a bit more sometimes. And then also I have floor wipes that I go run around the floor and clean the floor lots of different ways. It takes a long time. But I don't mind. I quite like doing housework, as you probably know already, because I say a lot. When I'm doing housework, I use that time to study Japanese. So I put on my headphones, listen to some Japanese podcasts, and then I do the housework. So perhaps you can do your housework while listening to this. That would be interesting. Doing the housework whilst listening to English about housework. Very effective. So today I need to clean the floors. Also, I need to clean the bathroom and clean the toilet, which is always a bit of a disgusting job. Cleaning the toilet is never that fun. It always feels a bit gross. But that's usually the job that I do. So in our house, you know, my wife and I, we try to do things equally. We try to divide the chores. So chores is another word for housework. So we divide the chores evenly. So a lot of things like cooking, we both cook. Sometimes my wife cooks, sometimes I cook. But there are some jobs that usually I do and usually she does. So cleaning the floors, cleaning the toilet, is a bit of a gross job, a bit of a disgusting job. So usually I get that job, and my wife usually does the laundry. So, you know, doing the laundry means washing the clothes. And for some reason, I don't like washing clothes. I find it very boring for some reason. I don't mind cleaning the floor. I don't mind doing dishes, but I never think about doing the laundry. I always forget about the laundry, but my wife is very good at thinking about that. So my wife usually does the laundry, and yeah, I usually clean the toilet and clean the floors. And then cooking and washing dishes, we usually do in turn, or we do in turns. So sometimes I'll cook, and then sometimes she'll cook, and then like if one of us cooks, maybe one will wash the dishes, or maybe if one of us is tired, the other one will wash the dishes. So recently my wife has been quite tired. She hasn't been sleeping very well, so I've been doing a lot of the cooking and a lot of the dishes. But like I said, I don't mind when I'm cooking. When I'm doing the dishes, I just put on my headphones, listen to Japanese, and yeah, do those chores. But it's actually, I find it a very good time for studying, because when your hands are busy, it's kind of like easier to concentrate on the listening. Sometimes if you were just sitting and listening, perhaps your mind can wander to other things. When you're doing very simple tasks and listening, I find I can concentrate quite well. Hopefully that works for you. Let me know what you guys do when you're listening to Easy Natural English. You can tell me on the YouTube comments. Do you do your housework? Do you go for a walk? Do you do your exercise? What do you do? Or do you just sit there and listen? I usually tend to do lots of different things. So if I'm listening to YouTube, I just put on my Bluetooth headphones, and then I open up the computer, watch a YouTube video in Japanese while I'm cooking, and then sort of every now and then I just look at the screen to see what's happening, and then keep concentrating on my cooking and just look at the screen sometimes. Especially videos like mine, I'm not really doing much in the video, especially in the listening videos. So yeah, it'd be a good way to use them. But yeah, let me know, what do you do? So yeah, housework, lots of different things to do in the house. Like I told you, cleaning the floors, doing the laundry, cooking, washing dishes. What else is there? Sometimes we need to do big clean. So recently we did a big spring clean for like the new year. And yeah, we picked up everything and started cleaning underneath. And something we have to do a lot in Okinawa. So where I live, Okinawa is quite a humid place. So humid means there's lots of moisture in the air, because it's quite a hot place and the air is wet. The air is quite moist. So we get a lot of mold. So mold is that stuff that grows in your house if you if you're living in a humid place with lots of moisture in the air. Sometimes you move a cupboard or you move a set of shelves, and you might find some mold growing behind the furniture. So mold is a type of fungus, similar. So mushroom is a type of fungus, yeast is a type of fungus, and mold is a type of fungus. You also get mold on your food if you leave bread on the side for a long time and the bread starts to get a bit fluffy and the bread gets or I should say furry, same as the cats. The bread gets kind of a blue or green fur. That is called mold. So yeah, here in Okinawa, because it's quite humid, it can be easy for mold to grow. So something I have to do when I'm cleaning is check behind the shelves, check behind the furniture, and always keep an eye on the walls and things to check that there's no mold growing. And then I have to use mold spray, so the mold killing spray, to keep that down. But yeah, it's pretty tough here. And if you live in a humid place, then you probably understand what I'm talking about. Like when I lived in less humid places, then you don't really get much mold. But if you're living in a humid place, it can grow very easily, and it's really a pain. It's really annoying to keep going around the house looking for it, keeping it down. It can be hard work, and sometimes you even need to throw things away if you don't catch it, because it can destroy your furniture or even your wall. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. So yeah, that's a bit about housework. After this, I need to go and do the housework. I need to clean the floor now. I need to stop procrastinating. And I need to, clean some other areas of the house. Also, maybe clean out the cupboards. So check in the cupboards, clean out any bits of food that have fallen or something like that. Yeah, I need to do a few jobs. Thank you all very much for listening, and also a special thank you to anybody that donates to my channel to help me stay motivated and to help me make content, because I'm doing this for free, I'm working for free. Anybody can watch these, but there are some very nice people who support me on Patreon, who donate a bit of money. And also recently I've had a few people coming through the Buy Me a Coffee website. So thank you very, very much to those people. It really makes me want to make more episodes because, I'm very busy and sometimes my motivation goes down. But when I've got people donating money to me buying me a coffee or supporting me on Patreon, when these people come through, it makes me really want to make more content. So thank you all very much. If anybody else wants to check out those websites where you can support me, there's a link on the description of the YouTube video, and there's also a link on the description of the podcast. So yeah, thank you guys really very, very much. I can't say thank you enough. And if anyone wants to take a lesson with me, there's also a link to my italki account where you can take an online lesson with me. So thank you all. If you're just here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube or follow the podcast. Everybody like and comment and share with your friends, and I will see you all back here next time.